Hi, I'm here again with Bobby Legate with Goosehead Insurance, and today's insurance issue about which we are going to speak is contents insurance. So, Bobby, I know that you said that content insurance was really, really important, and I would like to have you elaborate on that a bit, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. So, contents is, if you want to get into the nitty-gritty of how it works, if you look at your insurance contract, it's usually the third line item called coverage C for Charlie, or C for contents. Just happens to work out like that. How a lot of these insurance companies determine the amount of coverage that you obtain there is actually based on a fixed percentage. So let's say the house is a 2,000 square foot normal home, and we determine it's $400,000 to rebuild the entire property if it burns to the ground. Most carriers will give you a fixed percentage, so fixed 50% is usually the average. Some carriers allow us to drop to 25% to save, but most are 50, 60, or 70%. So when I say the house burns down is $400,000 to rebuild, it'd be 50% of that figure. So we'd be looking at, you automatically get about $200,000 for contents.
So my question is, in the contents, that probably includes fixtures like drapes and carpeting and chandeliers and things that people don't really consider as contents because you think of sofas, right, and jewelry.
Easy stuff, right.
Easy stuff,
yeah.
But
the easiest rule of thumb to think about is, if you're buying a new property, when you load up the moving truck, everything you put on that moving truck, that's considered your personal property. So contents, sometimes it's overboard. Some people are like, Bobby, it's my first house. I literally have an IKEA furniture and I've taken stuff out of the dumpster and I've got $5,000 worth of stuff. Other people are like, I need $1 million, 200 isn't enough. So that's the baseline of what it comes with. So it is important to look at, as you mentioned, couches. That's the typical stuff: couches, clothing, dishes. Where people get in hot water is the higher value items: jewelry, silverware, gold,
art
collections.
Yeah, art collections. I mean, in this,
yes.
yeah, the art is worth a lot of money.
Yes.
So I would think that that could be a big ticket item and probably has to be appraised, correct?
Exactly, yes. Every carrier is a little bit different, but on average, if it values at appraisal of $5,000, sometimes $10,000 and up, you would need a certified appraisal. So if it's jewelry, wedding rings, you need it from a certified gemologist. Artwork collections, comic book collections, I've seen quite a few of those. Those will be limited. Those are covered with your standard policy in most cases, but we're talking like $1,500 or $2,500 per item, which, if you're looking around at this collection here, that's probably nowhere near the ballpark. So
nowhere near.
That's when scheduling comes into play. So if you do incur a loss, you're not, out with your stuff.
Yeah, I think here you could probably buy a very nice big house for the amount of the art.
Probably.
Yes. Well, that's a good segment, Bobby, and I think that reiterating our prior conversations, it's so important to have your insurance really evaluated. The policy, don't slap any insurance policy on.
The old slap we talked about, yeah.
Right.
And that is, again, the upfront discovery, talking with a client, and clients are friends and become almost family because you need to have these conversations. Is that enough? I don't know. And the client doesn't need to find out when it comes claim time, because then we all look bad. So yes, it's upfront. Ask about those if you have anything unique or one-off. Sports memorabilia is another big one. So just make sure you ask up front and go over all those items.
So some people think sports memorabilia is art, right?
Yeah, to some, absolutely, which it is.
I have a picture of me with magic. Does that count?
Probably, if you sign it. Well,
He bought a house from me. That's even better, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
In Newport Coast?
No,
Okay.
he in Ritz Cove.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I was over there once.
Well, that was a great segment. Thanks so much, Bobby.
Absolutely.
Bye.
See you guys.